The dead don't speak. We hear them all the time. From hushed campfire stories to Hollywood blockbusters, ghosts have captivated human imagination for centuries. They lurk in the shadows of ancient ruins, whisper in the attics of old houses, and sometimes even appear in fleeting glimpses at the edge of our vision. But what are we to make of these ethereal beings? Are they remnants of lives lived, echoes of unfinished business, or simply figments of our overactive imaginations? Our exploration takes us from the windswept moors of Scotland, where the legendary banshee wails, to the bustling streets of Tokyo, where the vengeful Yurei stalks the night. We'll delve into ancient Egyptian beliefs about the Ka, the spiritual essence that survives death, and explore the Day of the Dead celebrations in Mexico, where the veil between the living and deceased is said to thin. Each culture has woven its own unique tapestry of ghost lore, reflecting their fears, hopes, and beliefs about the afterlife. Yet, despite their differences, these tales often share striking similarities. Restless spirits bound to the earthly realm by unfinished business, tragic deaths, or unrequited love appear in narratives across cultures. These common threads suggest that the human experience of loss, grief, and the desire for connection beyond the grave transcends geographical and cultural boundaries. Our journey into the heart of specters starts not with flickering lights or cold spots, but with the echoes of ancient whispers. In ancient Mesopotamia, clay tablets dating back millennia speak of spirits called Giddim, restless souls unable to find peace in the afterlife. These entities were blamed for misfortunes, illnesses, and hauntings, much like the ghosts of today. The Egyptians, obsessed with preserving life even after death, developed elaborate rituals to guide the Ka, their version of the soul, into the afterlife. Their Book of the Dead, a collection of spells and incantations, was meant to ensure safe passage and prevent the Ka from becoming a vengeful spirit. Moving eastward, we find ancient Chinese traditions grappling with similar anxieties. Ancestor worship, a cornerstone of Chinese culture for centuries, stems from the belief that spirits retain influence over the living. Offerings of food, incense, and prayers are made to appease ancestors and ensure their continued blessings. Fast forward through millennia, and we find ancient fears woven into cultures across the globe. In Japan, Yurei spirits appear in white burial kimonos, their long black hair obscuring pale faces. European folklore is filled with tales of restless souls haunting castles and battlefields. From the wailing banshee to the spectral black shuck, these stories reflect a fear of the unknown. Despite unique expressions, they all speak to the universal mystery of death and belief. As we move into the modern era, the way we perceive and interact with ghosts continues to evolve. The rise of technology, particularly photography and audio recording, in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, provided new tools for documenting alleged paranormal activity. Spirit photography became a sensation, with blurry images of ghostly figures appearing alongside living subjects, fueling public fascination with the spirit world. The 20th century also witnessed the emergence of parapsychology, a field dedicated to the scientific study of paranormal phenomena, including ghosts. Researchers began conducting controlled experiments using instruments to measure electromagnetic fields, temperature fluctuations, and other anomalies associated with hauntings. While many of these investigations yielded inconclusive results, they helped to shift the conversation about ghosts from the realm of pure superstition to a subject worthy of scientific inquiry. The rise of modern science brought with it a new lens through which to view the spectral realm. No longer content with folklore and fireside tales, scientists and researchers sought to dissect the phenomena of ghosts, probing for measurable data and rational explanations. One area of focus centers on electromagnetic fields, or EMFs. Some researchers believe that fluctuations in EMFs, particularly in locations associated with hauntings, might be responsible for the strange sensations often reported in these places. Another avenue of scientific inquiry explores infrasound sound waves below the range of human hearing. Studies have shown that exposure to infrasound can induce feelings of unease, fear, and even hallucinations. While these scientific investigations offer intriguing possibilities, they are often met with skepticism. critics argue that correlation does not equal causation, pointing to a lack of consistent, replicable evidence and the possibility of other, more mundane explanations. Skeptics of the paranormal play a crucial role in examining ghostly claims with a critical eye. They approach these investigations not with a goal of debunking for debunking's sake, but with a desire to seek out natural explanations for seemingly supernatural events. Take, for instance, the classic ghostly apparition caught on camera. While some photos might indeed capture unexplained anomalies, many others can be explained by simple photography tricks, light reflections, or even dust particles caught in the flash. Pareidolia, the human tendency to perceive meaningful patterns in random stimuli, can also lead us to see faces and figures in shadows and shapes. The work of debunking myths is not about dismissing the experiences of those who believe they've encountered something unusual, but about encouraging critical thinking and exploring all possible explanations. Despite science's best efforts to explain the paranormal, some experiences defy categorization, where logic falters. Consider stories of encounters with deceased loved ones in dreams, or hearing their voices whispering familiar words. Skeptics cite the subconscious, but many describe an undeniable connection. Some claim to be touched or harmed by unseen forces. These stories challenge us to remain open to unseen forces in the universe. While the debate between skeptics and believers rages on, it's the personal encounters, the raw, unfiltered accounts of individuals who claim to have brushed against the spectral veil, that truly capture the imagination. These stories, often whispered in hushed tones, speak of a reality where the line between the living and the dead blurs, leaving an indelible mark on those who experience them. Take, for example, the story of Maria, a young woman from Argentina who grew up in a house steeped in whispers of the supernatural. She recounted how, as a child, she would often feel a cold spot in a particular hallway, a sensation accompanied by an overwhelming feeling of being watched. Years later, after her grandmother passed away, Maria began to experience something even stranger, the scent of her grandmother's favorite perfume, wafting through the house at odd hours. These stories, collected from diverse corners of the globe, highlight the deeply personal nature of paranormal encounters. For some, encounters with the spectral realm are fleeting, a momentary glimpse into a hidden world, but for others, the experience is far more intense, involving direct communication, physical manifestations, or even a sense of being manipulated by unseen forces. Sarah, a young artist from Scotland, recalled an unsettling experience in her grandmother's old house. While staying there alone one night, she awoke to the sound of footsteps in the hallway, slow and deliberate, approaching her room. Fearful, she hid under the covers, listening as the footsteps stopped just outside her door. Gathering her courage, she crept out of bed and threw open the door, only to find the hallway empty. The experience left her shaken, convinced that she had encountered something not of this world. One of the most fascinating aspects of exploring the world of ghosts and spectral encounters is witnessing the lasting impact these experiences have on those who claim to have had them. For some, it sparks a lifelong fascination with the paranormal, a desire to delve deeper into the mysteries of the unseen world. For others, it leads to a profound shift in perspective, a reassessment of their beliefs about life, death, and the nature of reality itself. Take, for instance, the story of David, a former skeptic from England, whose worldview was forever altered by an experience in a supposedly haunted theater. While working there late one night, he heard his name called out clearly, in a voice he recognized as belonging to a deceased friend. The experience shook him to his core, forcing him to confront the possibility that consciousness might indeed survive physical death. Our journey into the realm of ghosts has taken us across continents and through centuries, exposing us to a diverse tapestry of beliefs and experiences. Yet despite centuries of investigation, the question of whether ghosts truly exist remains elusive. The human mind is naturally drawn to the unknown, to the mysteries beyond our understanding. Ghosts embody the ultimate mystery. What happens after we die? This question fuels our fascination with the spectral realm. Ghosts serve as powerful mirrors, reflecting our deepest fears, hopes, and beliefs. The stories we tell about ghosts reveal as much about ourselves as they do about the spectral realm. Consider the vengeful spirits in many cultures' folklore. These figures speak to our fear of injustice and our desire to see wrongs righted. They remind us that actions have consequences, even beyond the grave. Benevolent spirits reflect our longing for connection and belief that those we've lost are not truly gone. These stories offer comfort in times of grief, showing that love and connection can endure. As we conclude our exploration of the ghostly realm, the question of whether ghosts truly exist is a matter of personal belief. There is no definitive proof, no smoking gun that can prove or disprove their existence. The beauty of the unknown inspires wonder and curiosity. Whether you embrace the possibility of ghosts or dismiss it as superstition, these stories captivate our imaginations and spark conversations. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of the spectral realm. We hope this exploration has sparked your curiosity and left you pondering the mysteries that lie beyond our everyday perception. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing explorations of the unexplained. What are your thoughts on ghosts and the possibility of an afterlife? Share your own experiences, beliefs, and theories in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going and continue to explore the mysteries together.